Story Slam virgin. Nice seventh grade. Not anymore by the end of tonight. So I'll get right into this. I'm going to read because this is new. I just got home from class at the university. I'm sitting in my car feeling like a fraud, listening to the rest of a story being discussed on a conservative news radio station. Keep your enemies close. They're fielding a witch hunt of callers about a case in which old internet videos surfaced depicting a public school cafeteria worker performing a solo porn act of unclothed self-pleasure. She wasn't even a teacher, yet an angry mob emerged to demand she be fired from her $6,000 a year job, while every facet of her distant adult industry past was paraded in full color with links all the way up to national media and, of course, Fox News. She had been out of the business for half a decade, yet the backlash from her previous racy but legal line of employment suggested it might as well have happened on spring break. Even before hearing this uproar about a once lascivious lunch lady, I was well aware it doesn't take much to draw the ire of a school board and subsequently lose your pension when you peeve the moral majority. You don't have to go full Mary Kay Letourneau to get jammed up either. Another recent case at the time, cited as a cautionary tale by one of my particularly uptight education professors, involved a teacher who had been suspended because a photo of her drinking an alcoholic beverage was culled from Facebook by one of her students. She was suspended for being a grown-up drinking a beer in a photo. We're not talking Mardi Gras, show us your tits kind of stuff here either. Just an ordinary girls' night out at the pub. Boom, suspended. I wonder how many of these parents who were so ravenous to consume this lunch lady's position had never themselves solicited pornography of any sort. Porn is usually a temp job. Most performers fall into it rather than aspire to it. Peak porn years are typically short, especially for women. It's a brutal line of work. I wonder if we as a society have decided that those who entertain our most private indulgences are somehow disposable human beings, unworthy of life or livelihood after arousing us, then being discarded. Porn is a multi-billion-dollar industry. NFL players have a career of 3 years on average. It's a brutal sport. They're celebrated and they get amazing health care and a pension for life after their bodies are no longer capable of being exploited to entertain us, even when they leave a damning trail of rape and domestic abuse charges in their wake. No one watches the Super Bowl in secret. Pro football is a multi-billion-dollar industry. As I listen to this radio news program, I myself am hard at work on a degree in literature. I want to teach middle school English. Lots of teachers here tonight, so awesome, good for you. Not an easy crowd, middle school English, but I was game for the challenge before trauma landed on me, and I fell into drug and alcohol abuse. I was a kid who loved writing and had hope, but who needed someone to encourage me to believe in it instead of giving up on myself. I found the opposite. Middle school years were the beginning of the end for my self-esteem, and if I could just encourage one kid to believe they are worth it, teaching was a road worth taking. I'm not getting emotional here, actually, just lost my place. This, and not summers off, is a noble reason to take up the calling, but here I was wondering if it was going to be worth it. Performance anxiety over passing 2 praxis exams was bad enough. The challenge of finding a job in Chris Christie's, New Jersey, let alone building up tenure, already weighed heavily on me without figuring factors of my own fallibility and my past as a professional dominatrix. My problem was that I didn't stray far enough away from the Mayberry, where I grew up, to work in the adult industry. And when I was done, I came back. Everyone at home knew I was a career ass kicker because I didn't exactly try to hide it. Honestly, I was pretty sure of myself in that line of work. I shocked myself at how good I was at it because, frankly, I'm a pretty shy girl. But once you've paddled the Philly Fanatics' furry ass on stage in front of hundreds of people at a poorly timed appearance during a live segment of the Preston and Steve Morning Show, that memory just does not go away. People remember. I'd have to tell everyone I found Jesus to overcome that caliber of public display, and even then, it wouldn't be enough. I decided I couldn't take the chance. I decided that not becoming a teacher meant some entitled asshole from my hometown couldn't hold something ridiculous over my head and career. I would never have to come home to my family and say that I'm now unemployed, will never work as an educator again, and as a bonus, would also have to tell my children, oh, by the way, your friends may see some very old pictures of mommy on Fox News. Be strong when they make fun of you for it. I can't say this felt like the high road as much as it felt like the only road. I instead decided to keep on studying literature, which is ultimately the study of ourselves, and to keep on writing, to eventually start speaking out loud with a voice that slowly deteriorated after my own crushing middle school years and then fell silent when I started to believe I had something to hide. I couldn't accept shame as a term of employment. I ended up taking a graduate fellowship at the university instead. I was recruited to work in a program for teaching excellence in higher education, and I started to think about what all that personal history meant for me. It's been a process, but so far, I have come to one firm conclusion. I definitely am not disposable. My voice won't be heard leading a grade school classroom, but in a world where teaching moments exist everywhere, I will not be silent. And though being heard in different places, there's a chance it still may reach the ears that need to hear it. And if I'm really lucky, they will know that they are not disposable either. Thank you.